Welcome back to the vlog, and we're finally in a workshop, nice and dry. This workshop's called the Howhub, so I'll leave it down in the description. If you want to book a space and work on your van, you can work on the inside or mechanical or what have you. We're going to be doing a full front suspension upgrade and a rear suspension upgrade. So let's get jacking this van up. Now I've got all the wheels off, I can see exactly what I need to take off. There's quite a bit in here that needs to be loosened off. So there's a top plate, the top strut, the wheel arch liner, because there's top mounts in here. I might be able to get to the top mounts without actually taking the wheel arch liner off, which would be good. What else have we got to take? Oh yeah, this top strut out. Lower that down, do the same on the other side, and then there's two plates underneath that need to be removed. And then then we can start getting the new one in. This is the plate that we're replacing. This leaf that goes across from the front to the other side. That's a 3.5 ton one, and we're going to put a 5 ton one in.
I started by spraying SP90 on the bolts to make it a little bit easier to get out, and luckily they come out a dream.
Now I've got all the bolts cracked off, I'm going to get this wheel arch liner out and undo the top mount. Then I can get these struts out the way, these top plates out, and then we're onto a flyer. So we're pretty much nearly there to get the leaf spring out, which I'm very surprised of because I thought I'd snap a million bolts. Luckily it's not going that way. Got the wheel arch liner out on this side, and I've dropped the bolts out and the strut out along with the top mount. So all that is out. So we just got to replicate that on the other side. Here we go. It all seems to be coming off quite well. I've just got this plate here and the other plate on this side to take down. Not actually too bad of a job because all the bolts have come out quite nice. Ah, you sneaky bugger. There's another one there. That's that one out. That one sounds horrific. Oh, there we go, that's the two plates down. This leaf should be pretty loose. Yeah, if I bend it down, it's pretty loose. So we just need to knock those rubbers off that's in there, lift this spring out, and put the new 5 ton one back in. Right guys, just checking out on the leaf. This is the old leaf. It's apparently rated to 3.5 ton. Now there's not much difference between that and the new one. They look identical, but there's slight changes. So the new one is ever so slightly thicker than the other one, but the curvature is identical. There is no difference in the curvature on this and this, but I'm thinking this is going to be stiffer, so it'll hold it up more and I get a bit more of a ride height. Let's see how easy it is to get that in. Put that through there. See how much it actually flexes. Flexes a fair bit. Go on. Go on. Oh, it's so close. Oh, yes. No way that was that easy. No way. I don't believe it. What's come off? What's broke? Honestly, there's no way that's just gone in like that. Doesn't make sense. Someone want to challenge me today?
For me yesterday, it was Friday the 13th.
Oh, was it? Do you know what? Friday the 13th, what's quite funny about that is it gets me every year and it didn't get me yesterday. So I must be due for winning the lottery or something.
And on that note, I started putting everything back together. Everything pretty much lined up and went in a dream. I was putting the plates on with the bushes on top, and they also replaced all the bolts for new.
And that's the front leaf fully installed. It was actually easier than what I thought. All the bolts came loose, no problems. That's all in, rubbers are on. And now it's just a case of building up the suspension, so we need to put the struts in and the top mounts. But I've changed all the bolts on the top here and underneath for brand new ones. So I think it's time to just get these struts in, get the wheels back on and see how much ride height it is, because it doesn't give me a lot of hope with the fact that it's the exact same as that one. So we'll see. Oh, I'm running out of breath now. So we've got new struts. The only thing is, I don't know if they're actually sided because it doesn't say anything on it. I don't think it is sided. I've also got new top mounts as well. So I'm going to build these up now and then get them on the van.
Once they were fully built up, I totally forgot to move the camera and show you fitting them.
Right, so we've got that strut in. I've just got to get these 13mm bolts in the top mount. Come have a look. So this is where those 13mm bolts go for the top. Just in this top mount here. We changed the top mount and the strut, so that's on both sides. So it's going to be like a nice deep suspension on the front. Be lovely, won't it? And for anyone that's messaged and said, oh, you're going to affect the ride, it's going to be horrible, it's going to be this. No, it's not. It's going to be absolutely bliss, because this is the best upgrade you can do to a Sprinter or a Crafter of this year. Well, up to 2018, I think it was, until they made the Crafter and the Man TGE, which are absolute pants.
By the way, guys, I am alive. I've just been in the van because I'm not too well, so I've let Jordan do all the work on the van, and I should have been camera woman, but I'm just going to kind of let him crack on with it. He seems to be doing a good job, but I am really excited to go for a little drive in the van. I want to actually drive it. Are you going to let me drive it?
Yeah, you can drive it. You good at driving the van?
There you go. I want to have a little go and see how it feels. I'm excited to measure the height difference as well. So Jordan did mention at the start of the video that we have rented a workshop unit space, and it's actually the Howhub, and it is owned by the lovely John and Mandy. Probably know them as Unadventurous Mandy, and is it still Gadget John?
Gadget John, yeah.
Still Gadget John. But they've made like this space so you can come and work on your van. You can come and stop off. They've got washing machines, dryers. So it's just a really, really cool idea if you need somewhere undercover. Like we have been moaning and moaning saying we can't work in the rain any longer. So this has been absolutely perfect for us.
It's been an absolute godsend being able to work in an actual workshop. I'm dry, I'm warm. Oh, honestly, I like the stress levels of working outside and when it rains is so bad, isn't it? Like I get really stressed, but today I've been like zen. I've been like a Buddha. I've actually enjoyed working on the van.
The state of your face.
Why is it bad?
It's so bad.
No, I absolutely love it. I mean, it just makes it so much easier. I honestly thought I was going to have no end of problems. Snap bolts, rusted things in, but everything has come out a dream. The moment of truth. To see if the ride height has actually changed. Probably going to look awful. But once it settles, it'll look all right, won't it? Oh my days, first drive feels quite high up. Oh, it feels good. So as you can probably tell, that's the front end. And then the rear end is, yeah, it's tiny. So that's got like that much. And then this one has got more like a hand. So yeah, it's a fair bit of lift.
Right, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, go on.
If the world was ending and you could take one thing with you, what would it be?
Oh, I'd probably take a fishing rod so I could catch fish for food.
Why would you do that?
What do you mean?
I'd take an unlimited supply of Y food. Time will be precious, food will be in short supply, and I'd be sorted. Imagine I wouldn't need to cook, wouldn't need gas or electricity, and I'd be having all the nutrients I need. Y Food has released its limited edition Fallout bottles, all wrapped in collectible Fallout 2 artwork. We drink Y Food all the time, especially for a quick breakfast when we're on the go, and we always keep a big stock up in the van. If you've not heard us talk about it before, then it's a complete meal in a bottle. High in protein, high in fibre, 26 different vitamins and minerals, lactose free, gluten free, and they even have a vegan range. Now the limited edition Fallout bottles come in all the classic flavours. We've got smooth vanilla, cold brew coffee, classic choco, happy banana, fresh berry, and with the addition of heavenly hazelnut. So if you're always on the go like us, or just fancy a quick meal without the hassle of cooking, then try Y Food using the link down in the description and using the discount code on screen now.
Good morning guys, we're back on the build today and we've got the rear of the suspension to do. We did the front last night and I got a significant lift. This is currently where it's sitting at. I'm going to get a tape measure and show you compared to the rear, but it sits so much more aggressive. First things first is a cup of coffee because I'm parched and I need to wake up. First job on the list today, get this van jacked up, get the wheels off, and then start cracking off all the nuts. I'm going to make sure crack them off on this side and crack them off on the other side. Main reason being is there's nothing worse than if you replace one side with the twin leaf and then the other side doesn't come off. So crack them both off, all the nuts, and then that way we know we're in good stead for when we come to fit the twin leaves on the back. Now the wheel's off, you can see exactly what we're going to be replacing. Brake disc, pads, brake shoes, this leaf spring that's here, I'm going to be replacing that full leaf spring and we're going to be replacing the shock as well. So pretty much everything here has to be taken off. All I would say is if you are tackling this job yourself, definitely get yourself a long bar with a flexible head like this and a good set of sockets, because if not, you're going to really struggle. Oh yeah, makes life so much easier. I know some people just grind these off, but I've had these off relatively recently. Oh, the aim of the game with U-bolts, just crack them slightly and then do the same on the opposite side of it to relieve the pressure. If you don't do that with U-bolts, more than 9 times out of 10 they just snap. There she blows. That's them U-bolts cracked off.
And at this point, I thought everything was going well.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's get the brakes on, 1, 2, 3. As you can see by that clip, we've had to change the camera and the mic, so it was really low, so I had to test it. So suspension is a no-go. The 2 bolts are absolutely perished, so they're going to have to be cut off with a grinder, and then I'm going to get some new ones on Monday when Mercedes open. So that I'm going to have to do this one outside, because obviously the workshop is quite booked up at the moment. So if you are looking at booking, book as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm going to just get on with the brakes and then get the wheels on, and then we can get out, and hopefully tomorrow we can pick up them bolts from Mercedes.
Yeah, and it's back on the roadside.
And it's back on the roadside, yeah, in the rain, which is standard. But do you know what? The hardest part was the front end, and I'm so glad that just, like, it just went on like a dream. But today I've hit my head with a jack. I hit my jaw with my hand because I slipped and punched myself. And then Annalise smashed the camera, so...
Not smash the camera.
She opened the door and it just fell over, so it smashed. But luckily DJI have a good repair policy. The drone's just come back, so it's now to send that off. So this is what we're going to be removing. So we're going to get rid of the disc, the pad, get the caliper off, clean everything up, new caliper, new disc on, and brake shoes which is behind here. So let's get cracking. Can you whip the handbrake off?
No. Why is this thing on so tight? Oh no, come that way and do it. Oh God, who puts a handbrake on that tight?
That is. Brake caliper off. They're off. Where's my strong arm?
Take my strong arm.
Oh, it's here. God, they were shut. Wow. Look at the state of them.
I've been stacking, I've been grinding, doing numbers every month. Shawty love the way I move, she said my lifestyle look the stunt. I can't slow down, I can't stop, I've been winning from the jump. I got motion, I got racks, I got everything they want. I've been stacking, I've been grinding, doing...
Right, we've got new Mercedes brake shoes, full kit, with absolutely everything we need. So now we've got nice fresh Brembo brake discs. Let's get these off. Brake shoes, mate, they're horrific. Now it's time to build these up, the brake shoes. Now Mercedes, when you get them from Mercedes, they do already come with grease in, but there's not a massive amount in there. It is quite, should I say, dry, but it does come with a little bit in it. The only thing is I like to put more on, just a little bit like that, before putting it back in and screwing it up.
I started to remove the old brake shoes, but the backing plates didn't really look the best.
The pin was seized in that handbrake mechanism, like properly seized. So they're going to pop this one back on now with a nice new shiny pin, which I'm going to cover in grease. Where are we? Where's the grease?
Don't save. Oh, I thought you'd lost the pin.
The pin? No, I don't need the grease.
Grease your nuts.
Grease your nuts. Plus it'll hold it in place as well, so it doesn't just fall out. Remember to always grease your nuts. There we are. That's that in place. Springs on the back. I'm going to put that in there like this. That goes on like that. Once you've got your brake shoe like that, you're just going to literally lift it up and over. Now this is like the tricky bit. So you have a spring like this, right? a little flat bottom bit, and then a curved top. The curved top, basically what you're going to do is drop it down the back there and let it hook onto the top. Then you're going to try and get your grips, so it all depends on what grips you want to use. I'm going to give it a go with these ones. It's got a slight curve, and try and get the bottom with enough pressure and pull down and hook it over, and then push it in with a screwdriver. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Just stay there. Yeah, man.
Is it in?
Yeah.
Yes. Teamwork makes the dream work, isn't it?
It's handy having a second person, but this is how I used to do it, like back in the day. I'd put the spring on the top, let it dangle. I'd get the top of a flathead screwdriver, put it through at the very top of the spring, and then Annalise got the bar like this, and she turned it like that to put pressure on the screwdriver whilst I held it, and then it most of the tension out the spring, and I used these to get onto the bottom to just push it into place so it takes most of the tension off. Here comes Lorraine.
Good job we've got a roof.
You can literally hear the rain outside, it's so grim. We're absolutely gutted that we didn't pick up the bolts for them. I should have picked up the bolts and just cut them off, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Because I changed all the bolts on the front. I don't know why the hell I didn't buy the rear.
Well, Tuesday says it's going to be dry, so...
Does it?
It might just have to be...
Fingers crossed, because Wednesday the MOT's done.
I greased up the hub, put the brake disc on, along with the caliper carrier and the brake pads, and not forgetting the whir sensor.
So that's one side done and ready for the wheel to go back on. On to the next.
That was a bit of a nightmare. Caliper, I think, was a little bit seized. Luckily, John had a caliper wind back tool. Wound the caliper back, but it seems really, really stiff. So I think I'm going to not risk it and get 2 calipers for this next trip.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
Let's see how fast we can get this side off. Should we time it?
Yeah, right, let's get
We got a timer. Go.
We're on.
We're on.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby. It's a new era.
Well, that's the time. Have a guess how long?
Well, it was a little bit long. I have a feeling it's longer because I had to detach the bloody cable, free the cables up, oil them up, and then we had a bit of a nightmare. But I think 2 hours.
Both tyres are back on as well.
Oh yeah, and both wheels are back. Everything's ready to go. But I'm saying 2 hours 10.
1 hour 37.
Well, I had to bloody do all that cable and go underneath and loosen that up. But now the handbrake feels insane. So we're going to actually have a handbrake finally. Instead of putting it in first gear so it doesn't roll down a hill.
Had a handbrake, I think, since we got the van. Jordan was like, go and test the handbrake, go and lift it up. And I was like, I don't think it's working, it's not lifting up very high. It was literally lifting up the smallest bit because ours used to come right up. It went higher up than the seat, didn't it? Yeah. You're bored of being sat in all day.
So the back leaf springs can't be done today just because I ordered all the bolts and everything for the front, because the front of the van usually is a lot harder to do because there's a lot more to take off. So I'll order all the bolts for that. In case one snaps, I can drill it out. Didn't order any bolts for the back. Turns out the back bolts are absolutely shot. Yeah. So I'm not even going to risk to, like, I cracked everything off, but where the leaf comes to the body here and goes through the body, that they're just disintegrated. So we're going to cut her off. We're just going to get the grinder out, cut them off, and put new ones in. So
tomorrow is apparently raining. Tuesday is apparently good weather. So hopefully we can get it done on Tuesday.
And the van runs out of MOT on Wednesday. Right guys, we're back. We're on the GoPro. We've not actually used this in a long time, and we just picked up the parts to finish the van suspension off, and let's see how long it's actually going to take us. Annalise, hit the timer.
Well, we'll hit the timer in a minute, but I think we need a bit of a update with you guys. So Lily is currently in the vets. She got dropped off this morning at 9:15, so we should be able to get an update off at about 2 o'clock. It's 11:20, so we'll keep you updated with that one. My mum's ringing me, we'll ring her back. I'm currently just doing all the sticker orders. I won't turn them around and show you all the addresses, but if you do want a sticker, one of our Steps Adventure stickers, this will be like your last chance to get one before we go off on our trip. So I'm just getting all the orders out now. What else do we need to update them on?
Trying to think. I think
the camera.
Oh yeah.
So we've got our obviously big camera, the Sony, and then we've been vlogging with the DJI Osmo
Pocket, I think it is, yeah.
thing, the one with the little flippy screen. That got knocked over the other day, I think we mentioned. It's been like a couple of days since we last vlogged, so I'm not even sure where we're up to. But that has now been sent off for repair with DJI, so we're waiting for that. So hence why we're vlogging on the GoPro. Christ, there's too much to update. Let's hit the timer. Go. Get running.
Right, it's time to get cracking with this suspension. And like Annalise said, if you want a sticker, order them now, because these are going to be finishing these stickers, and we're also going to be coming with some new designs for the stickers and for the mugs. So if you want to be an OG and get the very first ever design that we made, go click on the website now and the link in the description and grab one. I'm going to jump out and start getting cracking with this suspension. Current situation, we've got all the tools here. We need to jack the back of the van up, take the wheels off, and then start undoing the suspension. As you know, when we started to do the suspension, 2 of the bolts are fully seized in. They're absolutely corroded to death. So I've got Mr. Grinder here, and I'm going to cut them off because there's no point in messing about. I've got all the new bolts. So the time is ticking, and I want to see how long it is actually going to take me to do both sides. So that's all the bolts cracked off on this side, bar that back one, because they're the ones that are seized. So I'm going to cut them with a grinder. Now it's just a case to get to the other side, do the exact same on the other side, and then we can get these leaf springs out and get the new ones in. That's this side all cracked off. Now it's time to get out Mr. Grinder. This is where the fun begins. Let's go make some sparks.
Yeah. Bitch turn me up, don't make me have to go crash out my coupe. Bitch turn me up, got big rings like King James, no flute. Bitch turn me up, but 100 bottles, I ain't even eating no food. Bitch turn me up, I'm in a new mansion, I ain't even swimming my pool.
And there we go, guys. Cut straight through it. Cut the end of the bolt off. Spot on. That's one out. Well, well, well. Mercedes strike again. They're the bolts that go through into that spring and come out the other side. They're the bolts that they supplied me with. Now, can you tell a bit of difference between that one and that one? I know I can. Surely not. Surely they haven't just given me them when they're what I need. Oh my God. Honestly, I have had enough. I actually don't even know what I'm going to do now, because now I am seriously stuck. I've cut that off. I won't even go through that bit there. Right guys, Mercedes have supplied us with the wrong part, so now we've missed the MOT. We can't get the parts until tomorrow. We got all the shit going on in our life. Like, the dog is obviously in the vets. Like, pretty much everything's gone against us. So I don't want anyone in the comments on Facebook saying, oh, why are you not getting a video out? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? Why have you missed Monday videos? Well, you've been getting them on a Thursday. Like, we're trying our hardest. But when things are going wrong, everybody knows, like, we stay on a positive side of things, but it's hard to stay positive when everything's going wrong. So that's just the way it is. That's the way life's going at the minute. But obviously, as you know, we'll try our best to get the best video out as possible. On the plus side, we've got everything is now loose. Everything's all cut off, ready to go for the next suspension. Parts should come in tomorrow, so MOT will probably be delayed until the day after.
Ignore the absolute state of the car. It's being used as a van at the minute. We've just got to the vet and we're going to go and pick Lily up. I rang at 2 and they said that she was just coming around from sedation and she was being the princess that she is, sat in a little cage. So she should be fully, like, aware now, so we'll go and pick her up, see how she is. It's always, like, not nice seeing her like this because she always has, like, blood in her mouth and stuff like that, but extra cuddles tonight for Lil.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, thank you. Hello. Where have you been?
Hello.
Oh, where have you been? This little bear is desperate for a walk. You've been cooped in all day, Lils. She's spotted her food over there. What is it? The vet said that she's not eaten, so Jordan's preparing a feast over there.
Preparing some fresh food for Lil. You want some different, dog? You want some different, dog? What you want? Turkey. Ooh, British turkey. Hand cooked with banana, cabbage, sweet potato and a hint of coriander.
She might not eat yet.
She might not. I mean, it's a bit early on, isn't it?
She's just whining. She doesn't know what to do with herself.
Do you not know what to do with yourself? Come on, mate. It's alright. You're home now. Why'd you look so like...
She looks dazed, doesn't she?
Is the anaesthetic only just working? It's working, Binks. Yes.
Yay! There she goes.
There she goes. She's hungry now.
Right, parts. As you know, a lot of the parts have been wrong. Every time I've been in Mercedes, the guy at the desk is absolutely brilliant. He's been able to, in fact, he always gets like a diagram up of the suspension components and they're all numbered. And then he's like, which ones do you want? And he writes the numbers down, he gets them, and the next day he can get all the parts. This time round, I rang up. They've ordered not only the wrong parts, but they also ordered only one of each part. And apparently, so this is everything I've got, right? This hanger here, this exact leaf spring hanger, look how poorly made that is now. I don't know what's going on in Germany, whether you're having a bit of problems over there, but your manufacturing's getting worse. That's got rust on it, and that's from main dealer. That's from main dealer Mercedes, and it's got rust on the weld all the way around. There's only one of these hangers here, and the other hanger is in, double check. The other hanger is in Trafford Park, and then on top of it, the bolts that we need is in D-side.
Oh my God.
So we need to drive to Trafford and D-side to pick up these parts, then get the suspension on tonight. That is how bad it's got. All this way for that. Literally, no word of a lie, that is it. Just that.
Now on to D-side.
Now on to D-side to get the hanger, and then back home to finish the job off. Oh my God, yes! Again though, look, the part. See it? Can you see that? That's rust, that. Alright, that's everything. Now it's time to get home and crack the job off in the dark. Good job I got new light in it. Right guys, back to the build. Just got back to the van now, turned the torch on. And now it's going to be taking this wheel off and then taking this leaf out, getting the new one in. So let's see how well we can do. I mean, it's pitch black outside, so let's see how quick we can get this off and get it done. Good morning guys. So the camera actually died yesterday, which really annoyed me when I was getting all the suspension on. The good part of it is it's quite an easy job, so if you are doing it yourself, you'll be able to see how it's like put together. There's basically one bolt that goes through the chassis at the back and one bolt that goes through the chassis at the front. The front ones came out fine, back ones didn't, so we cut them with a grinder and replaced all the bolts. There's 4 bolts holding the leaf spring itself to the axle over U-bolts, so they're like this. There's 4 bolts holding the leaf spring to the axle, and they're held down by U-bolts, so they're quite easy, and then the whole thing lifts out. So it's not actually that bad of a job, but I did say to you guys that I would show you how much wheel arch gap we've got. So let's go with a tape measure and see how much we've got. So guys, from the edge of the tyre, we have got, where are we? We have got 6.5 inches, just shy of 6.5 inches, so call it 16 centimeters on the back, and then 17.5 centimeters, so 7 inches exactly. So a ½ an inch down at the back end, but then again, the back of the van is loaded, so it's expected. And I'm thinking of putting airbags on the back of here, so if you think it's a good idea, drop it down in a comment, because I'm half debating to put airbags on. But let's go and see what happens with the MOT. Right then guys, moment of truth. The van is pretty much done, so, and it's going in for MOT, and it looks an absolute beast. Fingers crossed passes the MOT. Bosh, we're back from the MOT, and here's the sheet. Let's see what's actually on here and if it passed. So it did pass, but we have got a few advisories. So when I mentioned earlier in the video about the where I was doing the rear brake shoes, there's like a brake dust, like a backing plate. They weren't in the best condition. They weren't fully corroded or anything, but they weren't like 100%. Offside front bumper damage, so as you all seen, unfortunately we hit a deer in Scotland and that blew out the front bumper. That's not a problem. So we've ordered the front bumper, we've also ordered the rear backing plates, and there's also a bit of excessive play on one of the anti-roll bar pins, bushes, sorry. So we've got the 2 bushes. So we've got 2 wishbone arms to the front that we're going to replace, which I've ordered, 2 dust covers that are on the back, a front bumper and anti-roll bar bushes. So I'm really happy with that. I've just ordered the 2 wishbone arms and the dust covers. That came to 120 quid, quite easy job. And the front bumper was £40. So yeah, we're basically there. We've pretty much got a brand new van. Some people always say, oh, do you not get worried about going with an older van abroad and stuff like this? And the answer is no, because we do a lot of work to keep this van on the road and mint. Like, we're going to be doing an oil change again before we go out. I do them every 3 months. The wishbone arms were done a year and a half ago, but they're now gone. I mean, look where I took the van. Took it into the desert in Spain, pothole central. So yeah, I wasn't expecting them to last a year and a half, really, to be fair. But to think that we have got a fresh van, fresh suspension on the front and back, all new brakes all round, nice handbrake now. The handbrake actually works and I don't have to leave it in first gear. So yeah, we're pretty much there. The van is minted and ready to go. So if you did like it, please hit subscribe, like, and drop down in the comments I am a legend. And not to mention that we're going to be posting another video on Thursday, so keep an eye out for that, because there is going to be back-to-back videos these next few weeks. So a Monday and a Thursday this week, and a Monday and a Thursday next week, we'll be posting videos out. So I hope you like it and we can get back in the van and back traveling, because it's been a little bit of a pain getting parts in the UK, but that's just the way it is. Right, catch you guys on the next one. Hands are trembling right now, right now. Deep blue water sea, afraid of jumping in right now, right now.